Hello, hi, my name is Mai, and you're listening to 93.5 KWDC Stockton. I sound super excited because I am. I am so very excited to be coming at you with the very first episode of the newest Delta College podcast, Cupid's Arrow. Yay! Oh, geez, sorry. It's just me alone in my room. I don't need to be crazy, okay? Cupid's Arrow is brought together by students and staff enrolled in the broadcasting courses in the digital media department at San Joaquin Delta College. Thank you for the digital media department and listeners like you for tuning in as it helps make podcasts like these possible. Here on Cupid's Arrow, I'm here to talk about all things love. Love truly is one of the most complex emotions out there. Now, I would say I haven't experienced it in the most romantic sort of ways, but I definitely have love for like franchises. Like, oh my god, if you talk to me about Persona, especially Persona 5, I will just geek out. I'm so obsessed with it. I'm genuinely like in love with it. That's my love, but when you think love, you think romantic love. Like, there's so many kinds of loves out, so many types of love out there, sorry. And just love is just one of the most complex emotions out there, yeah. And like the simple human being I am, I want to figure it out. Now, before people fall in love, they go through this, little old tried and true method. I don't know if you heard of it. It's called dun 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 dating. I know. Dating culture is dying out with the rise of situationships and stuff, which, by the way, for anyone listening, get out. Situationships are an absolute ew. Trust me, it is definitely for the best. But I am a true believer in courting, Pride and Prejudice, Bridgerton, all that jazz. It's just so romantic. Just kind of, it does fall back on really like dated methods of women being items, which I do not agree with. Don't get me wrong, but I just love the idea of someone like working hard to win you over. I don't know. It just really appeals to me. But it's a bit ironic of me to say that I'm a true believer in courtmanship, as today's episode topic is about fake dating. Now, when I hear the term fake dating, my mind immediately goes to the book To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. If you recognize Jenny Han's name, you might know her from The Summer I Turned Pretty. I think it had like a mini series come out a bit ago. My sister really loves it. I haven't personally watched it or read the books, but I do know they're pretty popular. But I got into Jenny Han's work with To All the Boys. It's a long title, I know, that's why I'm shortening it. To All the Boys follows the life of Laura Jean Covey, as letters she's written to boys she's had crushes on all throughout her life get out due to interference from her little sister, Kitty. If you recognize the name Kitty, you might know her from XO Kitty, the Netflix series. I personally haven't watched that one either, but this is really funny because my grandma is absolutely obsessed with that show. She loves it. Now, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a more in-depth summary of the book, not quite reaching spoiler territory yet. The book mainly focuses on when Laura Jean's sister's ex and her childhood friend Josh, as well as her school bully, Jen's ex-boyfriend Peter Kavinsky, confront her about the letter. To escape the embarrassment of confronting Josh and to help Peter get Jen back, Laura Jean and Peter decide to start fake dating. Topic drop, yay! But the two realize their fake feelings might not be so fake after all. So I really will laugh. I'm really bad at it. I know. Now that I summarized the book, I'm going to delve into more heavy spoilers, so massive spoiler warning. I personally find this book to be a little personal nostalgic treat for me. It is one of the first romantic books I'd ever read. Besides, I don't know if anyone knows of these books because whenever I tell people about it, they always give me such weird stares. But there are these types of books. I can't remember what they're called. I just remember they would use food puns as the title and have like food as the book like cover. And I remember the titles. My favorite one, the one I read the most at least, was called like You're Baking Me Crazy. And I'm pretty sure it became a Hallmark movie. But I don't know. I don't watch Hallmark. My family loves Hallmark. My grandma will watch it in like summer, like it's crazy. But like back on the food books, I remember reading them religiously because my elementary school library had them. I don't know why we had them, but I'm very grateful for that because low key, they kind of ate. Like I was low key into them a lot. But let's get back on topic. I need to stop straying. I'm sorry, I know. So, back onto All the Boys, one of the first romance books I'd ever read, and even with how corny it gets, I still really adore it. I relate way too much to Laura Jean. I know, it's bad. I feel like every girl can relate, like every teenage girl can relate to Laura Jean though. Like, she literally is the teenage girl, including like the insane amount of crushes she has and the absolute delusional way she copes with them. Like she's me. That is me. I am Laura Jean. Even now, I keep like a rose quartz crystal on me. I've had it since I was like 14, and I keep it in the hopes that like it'll work someday, Wow. That got really sad for me. Well, luckily this book isn't about me. It's about Laura Jean. We can escape to our fantasy. Let's delve right back into it. Now, I can't lie. I was initially Team Josh because I feel like sometimes I really do like the nicer guy over like the football jock. He doesn't play football. He plays lacrosse, which is a bit like lamer. Sorry to anyone who plays lacrosse, but compared to like a football jock, it's a bit of a contrast. But you know what? No hate to like my lacrosse. Does he play lacrosse? I feel like he plays lacrosse. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic. I keep straying. I'm sorry. I'm just having fun talking to myself in my empty room. I'm sorry. So back to Josh and Peter. I'm sorry. Now, I was Team Josh because he was nicer, the childhood friend. The childhood friend never wins. I was rooting for him. We were all rooting for you. But him yelling at LJ for dating Peter just totally rubbed me the wrong way, and I instantly switched sides. Like, I'm low-key a sucker for the jealousy trope, but that was way too far. Like, you are not her boyfriend, sir. You have no right to tell her who she is able to date. Are you Laura Jean? I do not think so. Now, Peter, on the other hand. Ooh, Peter Kavinsky is a whole treat. Especially, okay, listen, I'm a teenage girl, so I get to say this. If I hear an adult woman say this, though, I low-key will give her, like, a weird glance. But in the movie, Peter Kavinsky is a whole treat. Like, even with how much she gets me giggling and kicking my feet, though, the hot tub scene, oh my Lord, that is diabolical. I cannot defend it. People always bring it up whenever I see like any stuff on social media, like, Instagram or TikTok relating to All the Boys. And for good reason. Waiting for your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend. He wasn't even waiting for Laura Jean. He was waiting for Jen. Oh my God. Waiting for your ex-girlfriend in the hot tub. Death penalty. No, I'm just joking. I'm literally just joking. I'm joking a little bit. Even with all that said, though, I feel like this book is like the standard for fake dating tropes. Like another popular fake dating trope is the love hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. And while I think it uses the trope decently, I just don't think it maximizes its potential. Now, let me just say, I personally think the first 2/3 of this book is good. Like, it's low-key a corny read. I kind of mess with it. I like Adam. I think Olive is all right. But after the hotel scene, if you know, I'm kind of outing myself here, but if you know, I feel like it just totally bombs. I just don't think the angst is there. I was totally okay with the book's like cheesiness before that point, but afterwards it just went off the deep end. Like, it felt like Twilight levels of corny to me. Like, the ending is so bad. I'm sorry. I do not like the ending. I think the hotel scene was also corny too. I'm sorry. But everything after like the hotel scene and after like the competition or whatever Olive was in, it's just I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's just it's corny. I don't like it. I still love Adam Carlson though. He is like the biggest green flag ever. I'm gonna mention a lot of guys, but he is like up there, like he's probably one of the best guys. He's a much better guy than Peter, I would say. Okay, I was able to draw it back. I was able to draw it back to All the Boys with Love before. I'm good at this. Now, I should spend the rest of this podcast talking about the stuff I was supposed to talk about before I swoon over Adam. Good job, Mai. Anyways, I am such a sucker, like I said earlier, for courtmanship, and I love when the girl falls first, but the guy falls harder. Like LJ going back and reading Peter's notes to her and like reading all the stuff he noticed about her. Oh, it was so cute. I'm gonna actually throw up. I love when like guys notice little details. It's just so cute. I'm sorry. I'm just such a sucker for like fluff. You know, I want angst too. Like that's what I was complaining about in like the love hypothesis. Like I want some angst too, but mostly angst with no comfort. I just can't do it. Like I need to feel better about myself. Okay. I read these to distract myself from the fact that I am lonely, not to like remind myself that I'm the way that I am, you know, whatever. You know, besides the fake dating trope, I feel like To All the Boys I Loved Before also helped popularize the song I Like Me Better by Love. Or at least that's what I'll permanently associate it with, because that's the trailer song for the movie. The movie's trailer is like actually really super good, by the way. I watched it when I was like 8, which I probably shouldn't have, because it was kind of like very PG-13, like you should not have an 8-year-old watch it, but I was immediately so interested in it. Have a listen to the song before we transition to our movie segment.
To be young and in love in New York City, do not know who I am, but still know that I'm good long as you're here with me. To be drunk and in love in New York City, midnight into morning coffee, burning through the hours talking. Damn, I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time, I stayed for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I like me better when I'm with you. I don't know what it is, but I got that feeling. Waking up in this bed next to you, swear the room, yeah, got no ceiling. If we lay, let the day just pass us by. I might get to too much talking, I might have to tell you something. Damn, I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time, I stayed for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I like me better when I'm with you. Stay with me. Stay a while, oh. Stay a while, stay with me. Stay here with me. I like me better when I'm with you. Yes I do. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time, I stayed for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I'm with you.
Hi, Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and catch the bus. Text and miss your stop. Wait. Text and be late to work.
Sorry, I'm late.
Text and work. Text and pretend to work. Text and act surprised when someone calls you out for not working.
Who, me?
Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit stoptextsstopwrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
Please be done.
over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And we're back. Remember how I said that I love the trope of the girl falling first and the guy falling harder? Well, that coincidentally plays into what happens for the movie being discussed today, 10 Things I Hate About You. Now, I'm only 17, so this movie is kind of the exact opposite of nostalgic for me since it was released like years before I was even born. But I'm a massive sucker for the whole Y2K aesthetic. I play into it myself. I am a sucker for small top, big pants. Love it. I know it's kind of more 90s, but you know, Y2K kind of draws from that 90s aesthetic. So what I label it, it shall be. This whole movie is just such a vibe capturing that, you know, Y2K aesthetic. That's what I can describe it as. You know, Kat's outfits through the whole thing, her little sister's outfits, ooh, cherry on top. I just love the vibe. Now, I am just going to go ahead and say it. You're probably going to predict what I'm going to say because I have been acting like a feral animal this whole podcast, but Heath Ledger in this movie, end of statement. Actually, continue the statement. He is so fine. He is so freaking fine in this movie. Like, I know I said Adam Carlson from The Love Hypothesis was the biggest green flag. And I know I'm literally like just outing myself out here, but look at him. Look at Heath Ledger. He's so sassy. He has such long hair. He's so like, I'm sorry. I had to like say it. I'm trying really hard to not make this podcast just me swooning over rom-com guys, but like, it's hard. I mean, the hair. It's, oh my God. No. I can do this. I can be normal. I swear. Okay. Let's go into this. I need to give a spoiler warning before I delve in, so spoilers ahead. To start things off with, no lie, I cared way more about Kat and Patrick, way more than Cameron and Bianca. Is that a hot take? I hope that's not a hot take because, you know, Patrick and Kat, they're on the poster. They are the poster children. But, like, when you look on Disney Plus, it's Cameron and Bianca being advertised. I don't know. I hope it's not a hot take. I don't think people are going to cancel me for like a 20-year-old movie, but I don't know. You never know. Now, also a bit of a hot take that I hope this isn't a hot take, but I found Kat like initially really annoying because if there's something you should know about me, it's that I really hate the not like the other girls personality authors give female characters. Like, I hate when authors portray women as lesser because they're traditionally feminine. I'm personally pretty feminine. I mean, I'm literally here talking about romance media and thirsting over guys, but that doesn't mean I'm like evil or lesser or anything, you know? Your interests don't make you any more or less of a woman. There's this really amazing scene in Little Women, directed the movie. The book is actually really good too. I read it in middle school and it was pretty amazing. But in the movie, there's this section where Meg is talking to Joe. They're very opposite oriented women, you know. Meg is much more of a family woman. Joe is much more of a career woman. That doesn't make them any more or less worthy from each other. Meg literally says, just because my aspirations are like different from yours. Okay, she doesn't directly say this. She doesn't say like she's not from California like me. But Meg says, just because I have different aspirations from you, that doesn't mean my dreams are less worthy. And I so vibe with that. That is such an amazing lesson that I feel like aspiring authors out there need to take in. You know, please don't have your female characters put other women down for stupid stuff like having pink as their favorite color. Pink is not evil. Pink is great. But anyways, I really do love how Kat softened up throughout the movie. Kat and Patrick are just, oh my god, they're so cute. The paintball scene to me is so iconic. Speaking of iconic, I have to bring it up. It's the movie. It's the main scene, the poem scene. I'm being so honest. I cried so bad, guys. This scene literally just solidifies why the fake dating trope works so well. The angst, the emotion, the immediate like comfort afterwards. I don't know. I talked about this a bit before, how I like angst and comfort. I don't know if I'm just weird, but I really don't like when couples in a relationship are just completely perfect for each other. I don't know if it's because it's like unrealistic or maybe it's not interesting. Maybe I'm just evil, but adding any sort of trouble or nothing too serious, like I don't want them to kill each other or anything, you know, just automatically gets me 10 times more intrigued. I don't want like a marriage story like fighting on this front. I just want something, you know, interesting, you know, don't have them just be immediately in love with each other. Like, give me something that it just makes me so much more intrigued. That's why I love Kat and Patrick. They're not perfect. They have fights and then they resolve those arguments and come back stronger. Oh, I love these two so much. And how dare I end this review without mentioning Patrick singing Can't Take My Eyes Off of You? Ooh, that kind of rhymed. That's kind of a bar. In fact, let's listen to the original song by Frankie Valli. Here it is, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Frankie Valli.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. Me And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
Now, after going over to all the boys I've loved before and 10 things I hate about you, what have we learned about love? Well, I think the number one lesson is that you should never lie to your partner. Relationships are built on trust, and if you and your partner are never on the same page, you're never gonna get anywhere. To all my listeners out there, let me tell you something. Let me give you some of my teenage girl wisdom. I have personally tried to change myself to be more appealing or cute around people I'm really interested in. Barf. Let me tell you, it's just not going to work. Not only is it completely obvious that you're not being yourself, but how is this going to work in the long term? If I had to pretend to be quiet and, God forbid, demure double barf, I think I would actually go insane. Here's the thing. You don't have to lie to get anywhere in life. Be yourself, be honest, and most importantly, sing to your partner a rendition of an old love song while on a soccer field. And make sure you look like 1999 Heath Ledger or Adam Carlson. Dang it. I tried not to bring it back up. I'm sorry. Anyways, good luck. May Cupid's arrow guide you. Cupid's Arrow is a production of KWDC 93.5 LPFM Delta College Radio, hosted by the digital media students at San Joaquin Delta College. Programming is made possible by listeners like you, San Joaquin Delta College Department of Arts and Multimedia, and the Department of Workforce Development. I've been Mai, farewell, and goodbye.